Right now, I publicly call them illiterate and stupid.
Didn't even get to cross.
So welcome everyone. A few days ago when I was just surfing on the internet, I saw a clip where a man was nose waxing, and when I further studied about it, I came to know that it's just a stupid trend begun by some stupid social influencers. Yes, we'll come back to this later on, but before that, let's discuss what nose waxing exactly is. Most of you must have seen hair removing wax, right? In this procedure, the wax is applied inside your nose and blocked with sort of some small stick or anything. And later on, when the stick is pulled out, your nasal hair are also completely pulled out with the stick. You need to understand that human body is not a joke, and if there is a certain thing, then there is a reason behind it. Like for example, when I am inhaling, then it's not only the oxygen that I am inhaling. Along with the oxygen comes the dust particles and various harmful microorganisms called pathogens. When we breathe air, our nasal hair acts as a filtration system and prevents dust particles and harmful microorganisms from entering into our system. But when we wax our nasal hair, then these dust particles and harmful microorganisms go straight into our system, as there will be no nasal hair to purify the air, thus increasing the chances of diseases like asthma. Not only that, the skin inside our nose is extremely sensitive, and performing things like nose waxing increases the risk of infection and ingrown hair inside our nose. And the same thing applies for plucking your nose hair too. The best and the safest way to cut your nasal hair is to use a pair of scissors, or trimmers for nose are also available in the market, because you just need to shorten your nasal hair up to a length that it's not visible outside. That's it. There is nothing more to go beyond that level. A 2011 study looked at the relationship between amount of nasal hair and development of asthma in people. 233 study participants were divided into 3 groups depending upon how much nasal hair they had. First group, no or less hair. Second group, moderate amount of hair. And third group, a lot of hair. The researchers found that the people with least amount of nasal hair had significantly higher risk of developing asthma as compared to people with more amount of nasal hair. Hence, the conclusion is that your amount of nasal hair, your nasal hair density affects your immunity. And all these so-called social influencers who are getting their nose waxed, thinking of it as a trend, right now I publicly call them illiterate and stupid, because if you have ever studied basic biology, then you would have been aware of role of your nasal hair. So be sure to stay away and be aware of these kind of people. That's all for today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and share the video. And to watch my videos in Hindi, the link to my other channel will be available right in the description box below, or I will put it in the I button. Here or here. Be sure to check it out. Thank you and see you next time.